Well, hello again. Hello to all of the eXp'ers out there, to all of my fellow agent attractors, and to all of the future eXp'ers. My name is Brian Rouseau, and this is a second installment of Agent Attraction Conversations. Now, in today's conversation, we're going to discuss something that is extremely near and dear to my heart and super important, I think, to agent attraction, and that's being of service, coming from a place of contribution. Now, just a tidbit about me, I actually serve as an usher at my place of worship here in Plano, Texas. It's called Grace Outreach Center. Love my church family. We've got some wonderful leaders, and they've taught me a lot about service over the years. There's a significant difference, I think, between being a volunteer and being a servant. Now, as a servant, we typically have to stretch a little bit, right? We have to do things that are maybe unnatural, maybe a little uncomfortable for the benefit of others. Not always to the detriment of ourselves, but certainly for the benefit of others before our own benefit. And why that's so important is, as eXp'ers, a lot of us, we've just got it. We understand that eXp has it going on. It's super exciting. We're surrounded by other like-minded people who get, the direction that eXp is headed. We're fully bought in. A lot of other people, they have other motivations, things that are important to them, other investments. They might be fully vested somewhere else in terms of time, other commitments, and it would take a lot, right, for them to make a switch to eXp or in any type of switch. I believe that coming from a place of contribution and from a place of service lets them know that our agendas get put on a back burner, and that we are totally here for them, totally here to help them, help their business grow, even if they don't join eXp. But let me ask you this, as part of the conversation, have you ever spoken with another agent who's not with eXp, and then you find out that, after them telling you, hey, I know all about eXp, one of my best friends is there, I've heard all about it, when you really sit down and talk to them, and they're open, that they have no idea what we're really about. A lot of that comes from, and I don't know each and every situation, but a lot of that can come from, us just vomiting information out on people. And this is not just specific to eXp agent attraction. Oftentimes we all have, our own agendas. We all have our own motives. And it's very difficult to separate what we believe to be beneficial to someone else, and quite frankly, they're not ready. It's just not, it doesn't meet their needs. That's a very difficult thing a very difficult proposition to try to balance. So, I would just encourage you all to come from a place of contribution. How does that look? Reach out to them, call them, ask them, how their day is going, how their business is treating them. You may have spoken with someone about eXp, a week ago, and they said it's not for them. Keep that relationship alive. Keep it strong. Typically, in the book that I'm going to share with you all next month, it identifies that there's typically 4 exposures before you convince somebody to really open their mind and take a look at something. So 4 exposures, 4 conversations, 4 lunches, and that's the average, right? For some of us, it just took 1 exposure. For many of us, it could take 10. So it's just important to have that relational equity, to have that, investment in another person, because again, we've all heard it. People don't care what you know until they know how much you care. So again, this is just a very brief conversation. Please keep the conversation alive. Like, comment, share, ask your questions, because I want to hear from you all. I want to grow with you. So again, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you in the next conversation. Bye.